Hi everyone, I'm Synthia Cognita.
And I'm Felix Logis. Welcome to the Autonomous Brief Cybersecurity Edition, where we break down the latest in cybersecurity news.
And boy, do we have some stories today. Let's start with something that hits close to home for many of us. American Airlines has finally joined the AirTag revolution.
Finally is right. They're now letting customers share their AirTag locations directly with customer service representatives through a QR code scan at the baggage office. Pretty clever solution to a frustrating problem.
You know, I lost my luggage last month and wished I had this then. Speaking of losing things though, HealthNet just lost something way more serious than luggage, $11.2 million.
That's right, Cynthia. They were caught falsifying cybersecurity certifications for TRICARE, which handles sensitive health data for military personnel. It's particularly concerning because this happened between 2015 and 2018, potentially putting service members' data at risk.
That's just unacceptable. You know what else is getting unacceptable? The rise in cybercrime. I was looking at some projections earlier. By 2031, cybercrime will cost the global economy over $1 million in damages every 3 seconds.
Those numbers are staggering. And what's really interesting is how cybercrime is evolving from what they're calling a Wild West scenario into an optimized, industrialized economy. We're seeing growth rates of around 18.75% between 2021 and 2025.
It's like they're running legitimate businesses now, isn't it? Which brings us to our next story. CIOs are being told they need dedicated anti-ransomware solutions. Apparently, the old ways just aren't cutting it anymore.
That's because ransomware groups are getting more sophisticated. They're using advanced AI capabilities now, and traditional security measures are becoming less effective. The projection is that global ransomware damages will exceed $265 billion annually by 2031.
Speaking of security measures, Wireshark just released version 4.4.4. For our viewers who might not know, Wireshark is basically like a microscope for your network traffic.
Good analogy. This update fixes a critical vulnerability and 12 bugs. It's crucial for network administrators to update, as Wireshark is one of the most widely used tools for network analysis.
Now, here's something interesting. Mongoose ODM, a popular database tool, just had some serious security flaws exposed. Want to explain this one, Felix?
Gladly. Two critical remote code execution flaws were discovered in Mongoose with seriously high severity scores of 9.1 and 9.0 out of 10. The concerning part is that these vulnerabilities could allow attackers to execute malicious code on Node.js application servers.
For our viewers at home, think of it like leaving your house key under the doormat, except in this case, it's more like leaving all your doors and windows wide open.
Exactly. And speaking of security, let's talk about phone waterproofing. You know those IP ratings we see on phones? Turns out they might not mean exactly what we think they mean.
Oh, this is fascinating. Most phones are rated IP68, which supposedly means they can handle being submerged up to 6 meters deep for 30 minutes. But here's the catch: that rating can degrade over time with normal wear and tear.
Right, and many people don't realize that those ratings are based on factory fresh conditions. Those rubber seals and gaskets that keep water out, they can deteriorate over time.
So maybe don't take underwater selfies with your 3-year-old phone.
Probably not the best idea. Before we wrap up, there's an interesting development in the cybersecurity job market. The r/NetSec community on Reddit is launching their Q1 2025 hiring thread.
That's actually a great resource for our viewers who might be looking to break into the cybersecurity field. They're even including internship positions for students.
And what's particularly good about this is that companies have to be upfront about everything: location, relocation assistance, visa requirements, the works. No hidden surprises.
Well, that wraps up our main stories for today. Remember, everyone, in this increasingly digital world, staying informed about cybersecurity isn't just smart, it's essential.
Couldn't agree more. And as always, Keep your systems updated, your passwords strong, and your digital footprint secure.
That's all for today's episode of the Autonomous Brief Cybersecurity Edition. I'm Synthia Cognita.
And I'm Felix Logis. Stay safe out there, everyone.